It's Memorial Day weekend. I have family coming in town. They've been in the car for hours. They've been in traffic. So let's make a little appetizer so that when they get here, they have something yummy that they can munch on while they're waiting for dinner. We're doing pizza night tonight, but what I thought I would do, I have these gorgeous strawberries, and I thought I would make kind of like a little platter because they have 3 kids. You know, I don't want it anything fancy. I want it to be something the kids can eat. So I got this little dip for the different fruits, and I found these really cute red, white, and blue picks. So I was gonna do a couple of these where I could cut up just some cheese. So I've got some Monterey Jack cheese because kids like Monterey Jack cheese. So we're gonna go with that. And then I'm going to just really focus on red, white, and blue. That's what I'm gonna do. And that's what I find, like, especially when I have company coming or I'm hosting and I haven't even been feeling that great, but I know that when they get here, they're gonna be starving, y'all, because that's what happens when you're in the car and when you have kids and like they're eating snacks and stuff in the car just to like get here. But when they get here, I want them to have just a little something while we get ready for pizza night. So this is what I'm gonna do. I focus on getting red, white, and blue. I actually bought watermelon, but I'm not gonna cut it up. I'm gonna save it for tomorrow. So I'm just gonna do blueberries, blackberries, strawberries, and then my white is gonna be my cheese and my fluff. I did get a little bit of some crackers, and then I got some, you could do prosciutto or just antipasta, something like this that you can just throw in there. All right, and I have a piece of cheese. Okay, good. Okay. All right, ooh, that is good cheese. So I like to go ahead and usually chop all this stuff up in advance. Make sure I'm gonna go ahead and put it on the platter, and then I cover the platter and put the platter up. I actually love the way these strawberries look because they're gorgeous. So I'm not even gonna take the top off because I like the top. I think it's really pretty. So I'm just gonna stick my skewer straight through it, and no rhyme or reason. You know, you just put your cheese. Then of course I'm gonna do a blackberry because blackberries are yummy. And then I'm actually gonna put another small strawberry on the bottom just to round it out. And look how cute that is. So I'm just gonna kind of put these on the platter and line them up. So let me do that, and then we'll add some other goodies. All right, I moved it closer so you guys can see. So I went ahead and did some of those. Then I'm actually just gonna layer in some of this fruit because I want them to be able to dip it in the actual dips that I'm gonna have. And so I really wanna stick with the red, white, and blue theme. So I've already washed all this fruit. I am just layering it on, leave some of these big, huge, gorgeous strawberries. And you just wanna layer it. Like, it should just look like it is overflowing. That is how you wanna do it, okay? So if you have holes, like I have some holes here, I'm just gonna fill it with blueberries. I have another hole here, I'm gonna fill that with blueberries. So layering is the key. That's how everything comes out looking. Whoop, we got one bad blueberry. All right, so that's the key to just getting everything to look yummy. Let me fix my blueberry situation over here. And I find that little ones, a lot of times, they love to just like walk around and eat and graze. And so I find doing something like this that you can put out that adults and kids like, to me, usually is a big hit. So it's super simple. It doesn't have to be complicated. I did get some crackers. I just like these rosemary olive oil. They're like big, long crackers. I don't know. I think they look pretty. So this is kind of just like my go-to of what I usually use. Now I like to go to the Kroger for all of my cheeses because I absolutely love, and these are kind of long, so like I actually break them. I love the way that they look just broken. But I think our Kroger has like the best selection of cheeses, and I just love it. So if you have a Kroger around you, like, don't sleep on their cheese section. All right, so now I'm gonna go in with a few more of these little strawberries. And then I'm gonna go in with some of this. And I'm just layering, y'all. Like, there's no method to the madness. I actually got this little cute honeycomb, which I thought was adorable, but I don't know if it's really gonna match this. And like, I have something else planned for tomorrow, so I think I'm gonna save it. But we're gonna go ahead and layer some of this. This is just like salami, and I might actually skewer these up because I have some more of these little skewers, and I think it just makes it easier to eat when it's you know, layered on there like that. So just go ahead and anytime you find really cute skewers at the store, I'm always like, go for it. Because it just makes things easy for presentation. And I always just fold. I mean, there's no method to that madness either. I fold, I find that it just is really cute. You can grab a little skewer. I got the cutest little plates and napkins that I'm gonna sit out with it. So it'll be great if they can just grab a skewer, and then I'm gonna have some dip. Okay, look at this blackberry, y'all. All right, so we're gonna keep on going. I'm gonna throw some more blueberries in there. I'm gonna make a couple more of these little skewers, and we're just gonna keep on rocking. All right, so I've got the meat. I have got the little cheeses here. I've got a little bit of this salami.
Wow, that looks pretty.
Don't come over here. He likes to come steal before it's done. And it's actually storming right now, which is crazy. We're supposed to be doing pizza night outside tonight, so I'm sure it'll stop storming and we can do that. But in the meantime, we're in here working on this. Okay, so that looks great. All right, I got more blueberries, and I'm just gonna keep sticking them in the holes, y'all. Like, look how it comes together when you're just sticking everything in those little holes. All right, so let's do a few more of these skewers. We've got some cheese, some salami. This one I'm going to actually put, I don't know, I think I'll put a couple blueberries on this one. But you guys know the theme is red, white, and blue, and we are being festive. My little nieces and nephews are coming, and you know me, I went overboard. So we've got lots of fun things to do together, and I'm just looking forward to the weekend and spending time with my family. Okay, so there you go, and I'm gonna finish this one off with a little strawberry. Okay, so we have those cute little skewers. That is great. I'm gonna put a few more of these down. I've got some more, I think I need a, oh, I've got cheese, and then I'm actually gonna layer in some of the, I have more of the meat. So I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna take this, and instead of putting it on skewers, I'm gonna show you what I like to do. I just like to grab it and I fold it in half, and then I fold it again. So it's like that, and then I do it again. Fold it in half, fold it again, and I just lay them next to each other so that they fan. Oh, lost a piece. Fold it in half, fold it again, and you're just kind of making a wave, and then you tuck it, okay? And that's how I do it. I just fold it in half, fold it again. Fold it in half, fold it again, tuck them together. Fold it in half, fold it again, tuck them together. And it just comes out pretty. And then you can just put it on your platter, and it looks gorgeous. And it tastes good. So there you have it. All right, so we've got that. All right, so next up, I wanna go ahead and put the actual, I have some extra strawberries, and like I said, I want this to look like it is just overflowing. So I'm using every single thing that I have. I am going to be layering it on top so it is super fluffy and full. I also know that the kiddos love strawberries. So that's probably gonna be the #1 thing they go to. So I'm gonna make sure I have plenty of those. And there we go. All right, so I'm also going to go ahead and stick more blueberries in these holes. So you basically just wanna grab hands full and stick them in the holes. And you'll see it just kind of fill up. And the whole idea is literally like overflowing. That is how I know that something is good and it looks fantastic, is just overflowing. Now, if you're serving a crowd of people, I did not go to Costco today, but Costco, it has really good deals on, like, you know, fresh fruits and stuff like this. So that's usually where I go when I'm gonna do some type of charcuterie. But this isn't like a full charcuterie. This is just like we're putting something together for them to come in. Okay. All right, so we've got that. Now I've got this fluff. It's basically like a whipped topping. They make it at Kroger. It looks good. So let me go ahead and, oh, I don't have a spoon. Where is my spoon? Oh, I got an ice cream scoop. Let's use that. All right, so I am going to just go ahead and put this in the center. The kiddos are gonna love it because they're just gonna dip some stuff in there and get a little treat when they get. There you have it. I love how it turned out. It is so patriotic. The only thing I need now is a cold glass of wine so that we can enjoy this and enjoy our Memorial Day weekend.